Hi, my name is Chapman. I'm the founder and CEO of Unity Care. I'm here to make a special announcement because on this day, 29 years ago, we accepted our very first young man into Unity Care. Today is also a day that I'm introducing the new CEO of Unity Care, Sheila Mitchell. Hello, Sheila.
Hello, Andre. Hello. Thank you. You know, it is such a privilege and it's such an honor to be here today because 29 years ago, the work that you've accomplished, boy, it's unimaginable. So can you tell us a little bit about what you feel you've accomplished during that time to better the lives of kids in foster care?
Absolutely. You know, Sheila, when I started Unity Care while working in tech, I never imagined that this work would become my full-time vocation. But sometimes God has a plan that's different from ours. So I'm truly humbled by how God has blessed this agency over our 29 years of serving tens of thousands of children and youth and families in our housing and our community-based programs across 9 Bay Area and Northern California counties, and how it's taken a village of amazing staff, our board members, our volunteers, our donors, our foundation partners, and our community and county partners, who all believed in our commitment and passion for serving our foster care community with a deep-rooted expertise for serving communities of color. So I'm extremely honored for what we've accomplished and looking forward to what our future holds under your leadership. So Sheila, tell us, you've held so many prestigious roles in your career. Chief of Probation in Santa Clara County, Deputy Chief of Probation in Los Angeles County, and even a time as our Chief Operating Officer. What brings you back to Unity Care?
Thought about that a lot, and so it's about the work that we do here at Unity Care. It's about the community that we serve. It's about the great, wonderful, committed staff that we have that do the work for us. You know, when I met you in 2004, you were the first person I met when I came to Santa Clara County. And what you did, and you were working with foster care kids, advocating left and right, making sure that they got all that they needed. Well, I was working in juvenile justice on the back end of the system. And I remember so many times that we would be sitting there just talking about what if this, what if that? You know, so it's a privilege to be here. You know, this work is really, for me, it's about God's work. It doesn't, you know, it's not for the faint-hearted. You know, you have to have passion and love, and that's what Unity Care has, and that's what I will bring to Unity Care, so I couldn't be more excited. When I was in LA County, my North Star was to reduce our population to 0. Didn't accomplish that. Didn't accomplish it in Santa Clara County. Got close to it. However, I got a new North Star, and that North Star is to make sure that based on the vision that you have set and the vision that our board has set, that we will eradicate, we will end homelessness for our young people. So it's a privilege to be here today.
Absolutely. Well, we are so glad that you're here to take this mantle.
Thank you. Okay, so let me ask you, in your new role as founder, what will be your new focus? Can you talk a little bit about that, Andre?
Absolutely. You know, Sheila, I've always been, from day one, and starting Unity Care, very focused on the impact of kids of color that are disproportionately overrepresented within the system. African Americans are 3 to 6 times overrepresented in the system. That's always been a passion for me. And now as I shift my role focusing on policy, it's about getting upstream. How do we get upstream and reduce the number of kids that are coming into the system based upon poverty? You know, 70% of young folks that enter the foster care system is based upon general neglect. Well, that's poverty. And unfortunately, as a system, we criminalize poverty here in America. And so this is an opportunity for me to get very singular focused on how do we change the system and give our families and our communities a better sense of hope and resources and all the supports they need versus bringing them in through these doors that unfortunately lead to the negative outcomes that you see with young folks leaving foster care, where you find 2 years after they age out, more than 50% of them are homeless. You find, young folks that leave the foster care system that have suffering from traumatic stress around mental health, and you find kids that age out of the foster care system that are, they don't have jobs, and less than 3% graduate from college. All of the data that shows the disproportionate impact of kids, and particularly kids of color, that are going through this system. And so in this new journey of mine, I really want to go deep on how do we change the system, get upstream, and really eliminate the impact of kids coming through a system that is not designed to really meet their needs. And so that's what I'm really excited for. I'm also excited about fundraising, and how can we, living in the Bay Area, as expensive as it is here to have housing. Imagine a young person that turns 18 and leaves the foster care system, and they try to have a place to live. I mean, housing, we know, is the core of anything and everything. And when I started Unity Care, it was based upon, that first home and having a safe and secure place for young folks to live in. Because if we don't have a place for them to live, then we can't talk about their mental health or their education, or them going to go work at this place, or, go to school. And so that's what I'm very passionate about.
Thank you.
So tell me, Sheila, as the new CEO, what are the things that you see? What's your vision for Unity Care?
Okay, thank you. And I just want to step back a moment, because when you asked me what brought me here, one of the things that was really important to me was you, Andre Chapman. When we talked and you said there's an opportunity for you to come, it was not a doubt in my mind that this was the place I needed to be. We're all guided by a higher power, and that was the place I knew I needed to be, right here in Unity Care. And so, even as early as today, we were in the same conference call when we heard that African American young people represent less than 5% of the population, yet they are 34% of the kids in congregate care. That's got to stop. That's got to end. I think that I know our board has set forward, with your leadership and my ongoing leadership, a clear path, a path that we will double the numbers of homes, housing, be it independent living, just so we have a myriad of options for these youngsters, but we'll double that within another couple of years. We have a clear vision, we have a clear path. What it means for me, though, is that I have to make sure that our staff are ready, and I believe they are. My job is to make sure they have the tools, they have the guidance, they continue with their love, their passion, that we're connected back to our community and our roots here in Santa Clara County, and that that the sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
We could do it all. You've been doing it. It's just more good things to come. So I'm just excited about it all.
That's great, Sheila. This has been an organization that God has had his angels circled around this work that we do. Well, Sheila, I'm really excited. This is a special day. Obviously, just reflecting back over these 29 years, how fast this time has gone past, but also reflecting back on how many young folks that we've served, and the young folks today that still call. This weekend, I had a young man that called me and was in our program probably 20 years ago, and finally was in contact with his mom for the very first time, and he's 42 years old. And so those relationships that we have are so critical to our community, because they know that we're family. They know that they trust us, that we're always going to be here for them. They can walk in the door in the office and find pictures on the walls of them. And they know that this is an organization that, as they've grown and gotten older, they always come back and tell us about their successes, as well as they share challenges that they're having. And those are the unique things about this organization. We've always created a community of supports around young folks, even after they've left the organization, as a place that they know this is family, and maintaining that, and employing and giving our young folks opportunities who once were in the program. And you see that all across our communities where we serve, young folks that have come back to work for us because they trust us, they believe in us, and they know that we have their best intent at hand. And those are all critical components for this organization. So with that said, Sheila, I'm going to give you something that's special and dear in my heart. You will be the second CEO of Unity Care, and I know you're going to do a tremendous job, and so I am passing you along the key to the doors.
Thank you. And if you notice, it says Hello Kitty, Unity Care. I mean, the thing that I love about you, Andre, and what I love about Unity Care is we work really, really hard, but we find time to really embrace and love and live life as well.
Absolutely.
So I graciously accept the key, the Hello Kitty key.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sheila.